a little over $100. It's good for 10 years, and by having a passport, it opens up your entire world to travel. There's so much out there other than just in the U.S. The U.S. is great, but everybody needs to travel out of the country at least once, because you're going to see how spoiled we really are, number one. And it gives you a whole new outlook on life. So anyway, any other questions?
Yes. Are the meals included as well?
All meals, all snacks, all desserts. They'll have food from the time you wake up until midnight, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Clarification there. All meals that are on the ship.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, you'll find food on every deck. And you've got a wide array of choices as far as, your food and everything.
Well, one of the things that Don just said is that whoever signs up for the cruise, he will give a free consultation for what he does, telling your story. And I also, whoever signs up for the cruise, will get a free social media consultation. And I am so excited to announce that I came in on the top 1% out of 2 billion, I think, on LinkedIn views.
Oh, wow.
So I was floored by that, but obviously I'm doing something right. So I would like to help you get there as well. So those are some perks that we just added back there as we whispered and added some more things. So for people to be a part of this, for any one of you to be a part of this, anyone that's watching live, go to businessovercoffee.biz and set up your profile. You must have a profile with us. The information is here, businessovercoffee.biz, okay? And again, who do they need to contact for the individuals that are watching live?
A girl named Stephanie, and you'll have the flyer on there, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And you've got both a 901 number as well as an 800 number. And you've also got her email there, so just let her know that you're interested in the BOCI cruise, and she'll know what to do from there for you.
There you go. It's Stephanie with an IE at gotravelleaders.com, and the number is 901-377-600 or 800-264-1824 for our virtual viewers. All right. Thank you, Marty. Thank you so much. All right. We are now going to go to something that's interactive with B.W. Burnett. Pastor B.W. Burnett, and he doesn't want me to call him that, but I feel so disrespectful not calling him that because he has earned that title, amen? Do I get an amen? And so we are actually going to do something that is going to help your business. It's only $1 per 15 days, okay? It's a trial. You try it for 15 days for $1. So don't keep them in suspense anymore, Pastor Burnett. Come on up and tell us what we need to do with our smartphones.
Great. Hello, everybody. How you doing today?
Hello.
Especially those of you out in our viewing audience this morning. I am so excited to share with you a new feature that we have that we believe will definitely enhance your business. I'm really amazed and surprised oftentimes when I approach business owners, churches, daycare centers, restaurants, and I ask one simple question: how do you stay in touch with all of your customers? And we know that social media today is the big thing, and the response I get oftentimes is, well, I'm on Facebook. And it's not convenient for a lot of people to walk around looking at Facebook 24 hours a day, especially if you're at work. But we know that the average person keeps their cell phone within 3 feet of them, no matter where they are. And we have an absolutely fantastic mobile texting feature called Text Alerts. And I'm going to offer this to anyone that's in business, whether you're a minister, especially if you're a pastor. We want to let people know, hey, I'm looking to see you Sunday. I prayed for you and I know you'll be there. And it kind of makes people say, well, you know, I got to get to church Sunday. All right? Daycares, you know, parents are working, and oftentimes when the weather's bad or something happens, there's an emergency, it's a lot easier to send a text message and a person can quickly look and see what that message is rather than trying to call. Now you're the boss, got to go and get you off your job or wherever you are and interfere with your daily work. So we know this text market is really fantastic.
And
so
also,
if you will,
if I could say, it also works great for businesses. Like for instance, if there is an issue with travel and you need to get the word out, you would have that database. If we had inclement weather this morning for our tech team, I could have, made sure they got that information, or even the entire membership, and we weren't able to have the event. Or if we just needed to get out some news of something that we're doing. One of the points I would like to make is that, what is it recommended, maybe twice a month that you text? You don't want to text too much, or people will get irritated with you.
Exactly. I would say at least twice a month. But the feature has a built-in program that you can actually set whatever it is you want information to go out once every month. Every day, every other week, however you want to do it. I mean, it's at your leisure. It does capture all your customers' information, and you have a database. And when I say all the information, you'll get their telephone number, and we're going to have you to do that in just a moment. To take out your cell phone, all of you, take out your cell phones, okay? Because I want you to understand the benefit that this feature offers, okay? And what I did was just set up a sample account, and if you know how to text, okay, the number that we're going to text to is 55469. It's what we call a short code number. Okay, 55469. And in the message space, you're going to put manage, MANAGE. And you're going to send that. And once you send it, you're now captured in the database. And you're going to get a welcome message from me. Actually, it's going to say congratulations. So if you get that message, congratulations, you know you done it right. Okay? And then I have a little link on there. And if you hit that link, it's going to actually take you to a website. And at that website, if you're really interested in test driving this for 2 weeks, only $1 for 2 weeks, okay? And I'll work with you if you need some help setting it up and everything. Go to products on that page that you see. Once you click on products, look for text alerts and just go ahead and sign up. Now, I also included my phone number so that if you need to give me a call, of course, if you call me right now, leave me a message, I'll get back with you, okay? But it's easy, it's simple. Look, you can do coupons, you can notify people you're having a special, a discount, or whatever it is. If it's a slow day, hey, get them in by offering, buy one, get one, half off, whatever you want to do.
That's great.
And it's really a unique feature. We also have a tutorial in there. So we're not leaving you helpless, okay? And again, it's very affordable. I use it personally myself for my church, and I encourage other pastors to use it for their church, nurseries, daycares, beauty shops, barbershops, salons. Anyone can use it, okay? But just ask yourself, how do I keep in touch with my customers? Yes, ma'am.
Could you repeat the number that we're to text?
Okay, the number that you're to text manage to is 55469. It's what we call a short code number. And in the message space that you're going to send, you're going to simply just put MANAGE.
It works.
It works, great. Did you click on the link?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fantastic. And again, just go to products, scroll down, look for text alerts, and go ahead and sign up, or give me a call and I'll work with you on it. Any other questions for anyone?
I guess I have a question. So you're using all of our telephone contacts or Facebook contacts, and then this will be sending them the text alerts. Do we have to previously get permission from anyone, or this just automatically is going to go to them, kind of like the spam, or how does this work?
Well, I mean, once you capture the information in your database, because it's going to build the database for you automatically. Okay, you can have static groups, or you can send it all to everybody you want to send it to.
Oh, how wonderful! So you can create your own group.
You can create your own
You don't have
group.
to just automatically hit every contact that you want.
Exactly.
That's
because
wonderful.
We don't want to just flood people with unnecessary information. So you can set up your static groups, individuals, however you want to do it, and it'll get that information out to them.
What's the percentages for getting text answered?
The percentage for getting text, response from a text is 97%.
Oh my gosh, that's
okay,
perfect.
we've done statistics to prove that for every 12 emails, only one is open. Because people are so busy, and rarely do they look at all those emails at once. But for every 12 texts that's sent out, 11 are open. So it's a very effective tool for you, and very affordable too. You don't have to do a lot of TV advertising and things like that. We can show you how to make this work for you.
Yeah, I also want to make a comment about the opt-in thing. I highly recommend you send something asking people,
Yes.
is it, you know, do you want to opt into this? That way you cover yourself.
The opt-in feature is built in because
Yeah.
there's a law that we
Yeah.
must have it.
Yeah.
So it's built in, and they
Yeah.
have the option that if they don't want to receive your information, they simply reply stop
Right.
to what you
Right.
sent them.
And this does not go to your Facebook people. This only goes to people that have actually texted you.
Only those persons that opt in.
Exactly. They have to opt in
Yeah.
to get it.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
that's good
for
to know.
example, if I had, let's say, a restaurant or a travel agent, someone came in, I would ask them, would you kindly text airlines to 55469? And they would do that. They would get a welcome message from me, okay? And it would, you know, have my link to my website and or Facebook or whatever I want to put in there, okay? And now you can communicate with them anytime you want to. Send out a blast. You can do polls. You can do surveys. I mean, it's a two-way communication wall.
Now that'd be kind of
Okay.
fun doing
Exactly.
polls and surveys.
And this is today's world. I mean, I
Yes.
went into K&G the other day shopping, and they had something over the loudspeaker, text such and such and such and get $5 off your purchase. And what it is they're wanting your contact info so they can keep you up to date on things that are
Exactly.
going on with their business. So it is a very good tool. I highly recommend that everyone in here use it for $1 for 15 days and test it out. Carolyn.
Can I just say how effective they are? I work part-time at a men's clothing store, and we have customers that come in and go, I want this
15%
sale.
off, that's right.
Yes. Here's the coupon I want. It
Yes.
happens all the time.
Yes, mobile is where it's going,
Yes.
mobile websites, and that's a whole different story. But any of those type of things that you need, we have all of that available at BOCI. You just don't know all the things that we offer, but if it's web related, we can get you connected to the right people.
And may I add one additional thing? We've done something very special for nonprofits and for churches. If you subscribe to our service, what we're going to do is for free give you a merchant processing link to that, so that your people can now make their donations when they're out of town
Oh,
traveling.
wow, that's nice.
Okay.
And that's
If
for
they're
any
home,
nonprofit,
that's
right?
for any nonprofit. Okay. We have. Amen. And so we have the link that will be tied to your bank account, that they can actually make their donation, not just for your congregational members. Anyone who wants to make a donation to your organization. And I heard Girls Inc. say something about that Cruise is going to do that. If that link would be there, simply put their information in there, and once they submit it, it goes directly to your bank account.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's excellent.
Thank
so
you.
this is your man right here. All right, thank you so much.
All right.
All right, we are going to have Carolyn come up and tell us about what's happening next Thursday. Carolyn, tell us about your business. Carolyn's a founding member, also executive council with BOCI, and is just irreplaceable. And won Member of the Year last year, and is working on getting it again this year, I think.
Next week, Cher will be, the theme of next week is marketing. You have to market yourself. Not all of us can afford to hire a marketing firm to come in and do what, it has to be done. So we have to come up with ideas on our own. So we're going to have those who have done it come in. And Lily Rubio, who is an independent reporting artist, I thought that she was signed with a record studio and that they did her marketing for her, and that her new company was the one she was coming here for, but no, she was an independent recording artist, and she did concert tours and everything. She did it all herself. She now has another company because she doesn't want to tour while she has children, and she is amazing in just a couple of years where she has gone with this company through marketing herself. No marketing firm or anything, it's all in her brain. So she's going to be here with us, so she will be a wonderful asset to listen to. And then we're going to have Deborah Norwood speak on also marketing through Fashion Academy and Laughter Lawyer. and thinks, that hasn't happened either. A marketing firm hired there. And then we have a very special guest that you're going to learn so much from, who has accomplished as much as Lily has. And we're not going to tell you her names because she's that special. So, anyway, so we want you to come and have a good time and learn a lot. We're going to, when it's all you and nobody else, and you got to hit the pavement running. So that's what we're going to talk about. So.
Tell us what's in store for, I believe it's April with Sarah.
Oh, yes. Sarah will be the makeover person for the commercial appeal. And it will be, we're doing it March 5th, so it'll be in the following Sunday's paper. The following Sunday, yes, paper. So be watching for that. She has a great story. I was like, oh, please, we can. We're only a few months later than whenever she was actually submitted, but we had a backlog. And I forgot to bring, oh my goodness. Okay, you have to come to Share next week now for sure. Because I told Sherry that I was going to bring tickets to the Southern Women's Show to give away. So now you have to come next week because I'm going to give away tickets to the Southern Women's Show.
Cool.
Okay? All right. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much. And next week is, we have, for those of you who are new to BOCI, we have events every week, 9 to 11. The first week is, as Delmar told you, BOCI TV with a live audience. Then we have on the second week is BOCI Weave Your Own Web that Cheryl told you about, which will be blogging this next month. Then the third week is what we're doing now. It's BOCI Click and Connect, and this is where we roll out all the new things that we're bringing to the table. And then on the fourth week is the BOCI Share that Carolyn just told you about, which will be a TV studio in here and live audience here and networking in between. So every event looks different, and it brings something else to the table for you as a business owner, as a professional, as a minister, as whatever it is that you are, fashion, you name it, we're bringing everyone together, right? All right, so now we have some door prizes. We have 3 different door prizes to give away. So Sarah, would you come up and do the drawing for us?
I don't know if everybody didn't have a card. Anybody need a card to put in?
Has everyone put a card in?
If you don't have a card, put a piece of paper with your name and address on it.
Yes, we need all cards right
I
here.
pull my own out. This is mine.
Anyone else that needs to be added?
Yes.
She wants to be added, but she needs a piece of paper.
Pastor
Piece of
Renee
paper.
James, we need one for Pastor Renee James, if you'll just fill that out, Beverly. Okay, we need a drum roll. Okay, Sarah first, go ahead and draw.
You're gonna have to read it.
Oh, well, I
That's
can tell
Melinda.
from the pink, it is
That's
Slim.
Melinda.
Didn't you win one last time?
The last time we had this, I did.
I thought you did. You just won jewelry
Oh,
from
wow.
Beverly Borwick. Make sure she gets your card, Beverly. In fact, you should give her one now. This is handmade jewelry piece.
Beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Thank you very much.
All right, glory, shine, adornment. All right, next. Yes, please do. Okay, next drum roll. Pastor Renee, which one? We have 2.
Oh, yeah.
I was putting it down.
Right here,
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't write a last
You
name
just
fast enough.
won this from Pastor Renee. There you go. Would you make sure she gets one of your cards as well? Okay, good deal. All right, drum roll, one more. Oh, Alicia Whetstone. And this is, what you're getting is a complimentary sit-down consultation with the gentleman that was here about storytellers.
All right.
And he's going to talk to you about your story. Okay? So we'll make sure that you get one of his cards. Did he leave any cards?
No, I don't think we have any.
Okay, Beverly, would you please make a note? We need to, I'm going to make a note on the back of this. so that I can get in touch with him and let him know that you won this, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Could you just make sure I get that with his information?
Okay, that's it for the door prizes. Now what we're going to do at this point is take a little break and network for a minute. We'll be back with announcements, and then our special guest speaker, Panisha Stigger, will tell us about Convoy of Hope, which I'm so excited about. So everyone stand, take a breather, grab some coffee, grab a snack. This is over at 11. We've got 45 more minutes of power-packed information, so let's make it happen.
I'm so excited I got some.
I'm giving everybody volunteers for my society. Can I give you one of those?
We can do it now. See that it's hurt your hand, I understand.
I spent like probably 2 hours. I know, I feel like, oh my God, yesterday. I got so frustrated. What is that? I think it was the app. But also, I usually call it funny. I was really wishing yesterday. But I went to oh yeah. I said, because that was you was my dentist, I called you Dr. Mayor. Right. I said, my name is Gladys, come over here. So who's on you? I said, okay. I'm not sure about how this car out here. Y'all are lucky. Okay. And you can group them in different kinds of groups. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be good. Talk about it. Yeah, I have one where you can scan all documents, pictures, whatever. Yeah, I put everything in where you don't have to enter it. I know, yeah, because I just have to like search really hard. There was no one
What we're going to do
Yes, I remember you.
All right, let's go ahead and grab a seat, and we are going to make announcements. Then we're going to move into a 20-minute segment, a 10-minute segment for Convoy of Hope, and then we will wrap up for the day, so you have plenty of time to network and to go to all the booths. Why? You have an announcement to make. Would you come up and tell us about this that you just handed me? How many of you in here do not have a BOCI profile? Raise your hand. If you do not have a BOCI profile.
Ryan Davis. Ryan.
Okay, so we have, I think we have about 4 people. I encourage you to go on, sign up. It's businessovercoffee.biz. You'll get all of our emails, so you'll be able to see what's going on, what our events are, what the topics are, and all of that. Also, we promote other events that are happening in the city as well, so it's a good place to be. Why? Tell us what's going on with this.
As I said, I am a community consultant. I'm also a registered nurse and an associate minister. But my love and passion is working with the American Cancer Society. And so now with the American Cancer Society, we are doing a CPS research study. And when people hear that word, they think, oh, well, I've got to have cancer. But let me share with you what we're looking for. We're looking for 300,000 people to talk about prevention, Cancer Prevention Study 3, that's the name of it. So I've given some of you all the forms. You can go online. We have information on YouTube, we have information on Facebook, we have information with the American Cancer Society. I just finished doing a webinar because we will be enrolling as of now, and then there's one piece that I have to tell you that 5 hospitals are participating with allowing us to get blood for genetics. So this cancer prevention study, because other people say, well, I've had cancer, but we're trying to find out what it is about family members that perhaps there's something that's going on with the environment or something that's going on. And so all you have to do, I won't say all you have to do, but these are the steps. You have to go online, you have to sign up, and then somewhere between April the 9th and the 13th, you will go to one of these places and it'll take you about 15 to 25 minutes to have blood drawn. And then you will be getting surveys. This is a long time study, 30 to 65, and we study you for life, anywhere from 20 to 30 years. Because the only way that we will be able to cure cancer is to know what causes cancer. And who's going to be able to do that for us is the volunteers that participate in this study. Any questions, you can go online, you can call me. I'd love to have you sign up. And I tell people all the time, BOCI will give you whatever you need. So to have this opportunity is a great opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to speak with you just for a moment about membership. We do have authorization forms if you want to join, and you're able to take the option of $10 a month, or if you just want to go ahead and just knock it out apart and do the whole year, it's only $100 for the year, and you are exposed to things like this every Thursday. Like we said, we have something for first, second, third, and fourth Thursday. You become a professional member, you get your live interview on Ustream TV on the first Thursday of the month, and then you also are able on Wednesday, Sherry hosts BOCI radio show, so you're able to be interviewed on there to give you even more exposure. Again, it's about connections, collaboration, exposure, big word, and business. So that's how how easy it is to sign up to be a part of BOCI. So $10 a month with the authorization, or you can go ahead and just knock it out, and it's $100 for the whole year, and you have exposure to all of this.
Thank you so much, Delma. All right, we have a couple things to announce next month, and this is real interesting. If I could get everybody's attention. Next month, on this very day, March 21st, will be BOCI Click and Connect. We have Bob Berg. How many of you have ever heard of the Go Giver book? Yes. It's a national bestseller. Yes. Ivan Meisner wrote on the back of the book. That's the founder of BNI, which is the largest networking group in the world. Seth Godin wrote on the back of the book, who is a social media guru. This book is one of the best books I've ever read, and it's a quick read. And Bob Berg was on our radio show, and we are so honored that he, from Florida, will be joining us virtually live right here to talk with us for 30 minutes about being a go-giver and what that means, how to collaborate with one another, and how to create a win-win situation. So if you're going to miss any, don't miss that one. So everybody, March 21st, who plans to be here, 9 to 11? All right, okay, good deal. Now, we also have coming up, this is an event that's taking place in Memphis that we are sponsoring. It's this coming Wednesday. It is at the University of Memphis with speaker Richard Sandor. I'm going to pass this around for each of you to take a flyer with you. And I believe that's it for the announcement. So, without anything further, we now would like to invite our next guest, which is our primary guest of today, Panisha Stigger, who is the Mid-South Director of Convoy of Hope. Last year they fed over 1,000 people. This year they will be at the Cook Convention Center. BOCI has signed up to be volunteers for whatever it is they need. And so I'm not sure what that means, but any one of you have the option of doing that under our umbrella. So you take it away, Panisha Stigger. Everyone, welcome.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you all so much. It really is exciting, and I'm thankful to be here, thankful to Sherry and BOC, and also thankful to Pastor Burnett, who invited Sherry out to a meeting that I was at on last week. It is so exciting to see how businesses are coming together, collaborating, and that's what Convoy of Hope is all about. I want to share with you for a brief moment about what Convoy means, and also who the Mid-South Convoy of Hope is, and also show you a video that would show you exactly what took place on last June, and not 1,000, Sherry, but we were actually able to provide services for over 5,000 people. And you all, yes, come on, that's awesome. To God be the glory for that. And so I'm so thankful on today. But Convoy of Hope itself is a nationally known organization, faith-based, who has a feeding initiative and a driving passion to feed the world, respond to disaster reliefs, and also bring what we're calling Mid-South Convoy of Hope, local outreaches into the city. They're on a 50-state tour as a driving passion to meet the needs of so many. Now, last year they were here on June 30th. We were at the Mid-South Fairgrounds. And I know you say, well, it hasn't even been a year. So what are they doing coming back to this area again? Well, I don't think I have to tell you all, as intelligent as you are in social media, you don't have to read the newspapers, Facebook, you don't have to turn on the news. This area is in need. Amen? Can we get amen on that? I feel very okay to say that. But this area is in need. People are in need of food. They're in need of clothing, shoes. People are without jobs. People are without medical care. So all of the services that you will see displayed today on this DVD is also an indication of what you will see on September the 7th at the Cook Convention Center, which is going to be the day that the outreach will take place here in this area again. The Mid-South Convoy of Hope is a team just as yourself, collaboratives, making connections so that we can be exposed. We are a team of business people, business leaders, faith leaders, organizations that is comprised all throughout the Mid-South area. We meet as you do, up to 9 to 10 months in advance. We plan, we prepare, we laugh, we talk, we pray, we cry, and we just say, Lord, you work it out for us. But this takes place leading up to the day of the outreach. And I know for some of you, we've even heard this mentioned, some may say, well, all of this hard work for one day, for just a moment. But it's not a moment, it's a movement. Because you all are a movement within yourself for social media. And so what we're doing, we are a movement so that we can continue to connect with churches, businesses, and organizations so that we can continue to do what we can do to provide help to those that are in the community that are in need of help. So it's not a one day, it's not a moment, but it's actually a movement. So that movement last year in June has been continued to lead on to the movement that will take place in September, and we'll go from there. So for a brief moment, if I could have you all pay close attention to the DVD. The sound is a little low on it, so if you all can listen up real good. But you may even see some of your friends, your relatives, your workmates or workmates. I'm retired Navy, so I'm still used to their word mates. But you may see some of your friends or people from church, businesses on here, either serving or being served. And let me say this, when you look at this and you see the lines of people, it's not always the people that we would think in our intellect that are homeless. Let me tell you, it could be the person that was your doctor on Monday. And on Friday, they're in a line to get a bag of food. And so the economy has been hit hard. People are hurting all over. And so we're just so grateful that God has not forgotten about not one person. So we could show the DVD, please. Thank you.
I'll leave that password again. It's
outreach.
Outreach, okay. Sorry for
Tanisha,
that.
I want to say also, you know, you were talking about all of the things, and I served last year as a prayer intercessor.
Yes.
And it was amazing, the
Wonderful.
people that just came through and how you could touch them. So
yes.
It may not be the food, but sometimes it's just that spirit.
Yes, ma'am. And you know that's going to be the top of the line after this DVD, because that is the basis of the foundation of what we do. I know we've got many pastors here today. I serve and pastor, and so, and just as well as yourselves, you'll see on here, it's not just, as you said, about the food and the clothing, but more than anything, it's going to be the spiritual and making those covenant connections.
I'm ready.
Okay, ready.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that. That's in the prayer tent. The big trucks that roll in with the groceries.
This is going to be at Cook Convention Center?
Yes, it is, at the Cook Convention. Indoors, yes. If you were out there last year, you know it was very hot.
September, what's the date?
September the 7th.
How many volunteers do we need to make it?
We need at least 2,000 volunteers. Last year, we were very blessed to serve over 5,000. This year, we are preparing for 10,000, especially since we're indoors now. Yes. Yes. 2,000 volunteers. And if you want, I can keep talking. Is that okay? You all out there?
Please.
Okay, great, wonderful. You're just seeing what you're seeing now. You're seeing the wonderful volunteers. Last summer, we had over 1,400. On that Friday night at the Cook Convention Center, if you are in your packet, it has all the information on the dates. Friday night at 7 p.m. at the Cook Convention Center is our volunteer rally. This is where we love on you as volunteers. We roll out the red carpet because we know that there's no I in team. There's a T in team, and so we need you. We are the team that's putting everything together, but we need you all as volunteers. This gentleman here you see is Hugh, which is over. He takes care of our prayer, as the young lady said here. The basis of the foundation of what we do, and I want to be very clear on that, the basis of the foundation of what Convoy does and what we do, it is all spiritual first. Now what happens is, all of the guests that come in, and I want you all to make sure you keep this word in your mind, all of the guests that come through will have an opportunity to go through all of the areas that day. The free groceries, free lunch, clothing, shoes. We have a kids zone. We're going to have a youth zone, live entertainment, a health fair, a career fair. We're going to have just a whole variety of family portraits. We'll have portraits. You will be amazed and say, but why do people want to come in and take a family portrait? Well, if you cannot afford a loaf of bread, you cannot afford to go to Walmart and get their $5 photo packages. And so it really brings the family together for those that may not have had a family portrait together in years. But we do have an area that's called the prayer tent. And this is what the lady mentioned. Every guest will have the opportunity to come through the prayer tent. It is not mandatory at all that we pray with anyone. This is not what that is about. They have the opportunity to come through the prayer tent. We will ask them if they desire prayer. They have the opportunity to say, yes, I do not. We say, God bless you. May you be blessed. And they go on and enjoy everything that they have come out for. So we just want to make sure that that is known. We are there for that, for the spiritual, but also if they do not desire. But let me say this. Out of all of the people, the thousands of people that came through the prayer tent, I don't think I got a report of not one person that did not want prayer. Not one. Not one. And that is a blessing. Because we know that we can give them groceries, we can give them food, we can give them clothing, we can give them all of these things. But guess what? It will run out. Groceries will run out, hairlines will grow back, clothes will get too short. But what they receive in that tent, if many want to receive the gospel of Christ, that will never run out for them. And so we believe that wholeheartedly. But again, nothing is mandatory, but we are there and we have spiritual leaders that are there in order if they would like to receive. This is my favorite part. He is having a wonderful time. We had the elderly out, people in wheelchairs. We had people, ladies with their children lining up at the front gate as early as 4:30 in the morning. And many of us as volunteers, we were out there getting started to get set up around 6:30. This is how the need is. So we need you, business community. We need you if you're involved with churches or connected. I know we have pastors here. I've got packets for that for pastors. We need everyone. This is a collaborative community event.
I have a question about business owners that are here, professionals that are here, that they may want to volunteer under BOCI, but they also may want to sign their business up to do something. You talked about, photos, or they may want to provide a service. Is that available for?
Yes, it is. In your packet, each of you should have a packet, and on here it gives a list of the many ways that a business can participate. And if you look at the very bottom, it also talks about products and services. You may not be able to give financially. We do need finances. We all know we need finance. Such a large outreach as this, we've already set a minimum of our budget for $80,000 just in the beginning, because we want to bring in several trucks of the groceries. But if you have products or services, as Sherry said with BOC, they've already signed on, and they are being a blessing to us in the way that I'm here today. We're able to set up a table. You all are allowing us to be interviewed. Well, guess what? We value you just as much as the $10,000 check that we get, because all of it goes hand in hand so that we can make connections, the collaboratives, and keep the exposure going. So we need all of you. Any other questions? But yes.
I'm assuming that this is an interfaith project as well, so this is not one religion or one group of people, but also
It is. Convoy within itself does not stand with no particular denomination.
Okay.
We welcome all to come out. They are faith-based, but this is not streamlined to only Christians can come, because we all know, I mean, that's not the way Christ would have it. And so all are welcome. We love on everyone that comes through the doors.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you staff the prayer tent, or do you ask volunteers to help with the prayer tent also?
We ask for volunteers for the prayer tent, and what happens is churches also have these packets. We have organizations that have these packets. If you desire to be a prayer volunteer, you would sign on as that, and about 8 weeks prior to the outreach, this gentleman here, Hugh, comes into town and he provides training for all of our prayer volunteers. We have prayer leaders, we have a connections leader. Every area of service that we provide has a team leader, and you can turn on the back here and it gives all of the services that I called out. Every area has a team leader. We have team leaders for the prayer. So they collectively put together a list of all prayer volunteers, and they keep in contact with you along the way. Now, hopefully, prayerfully, by tomorrow, our website, midsouthconvoyofhope.org, will be activated. The national office is working on that, but if you want to learn more about Convoy, their website is always up. Once our site comes up, it will have an area on there where you can begin signing up as volunteers. But in the meantime, if you're interested in being a volunteer, please sign this roster, and we will make sure that we contact you to inform you that the website is available. Yes, we need prayer volunteers. Oh, you were prayer? Okay, can you share real quickly? You prayer volunteers?
I'd love to. You don't know how much it means to somebody to know that someone cares enough to pray for them. My wife and I were volunteers at the last Convoy of Hope event that we held here in Memphis. And believe me, it was very hot. But as they came in, we simply asked them, is there any particular need you have, or is there anything we can pray for you about? And the requests were numerous. Numerous.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And from every avenue, from every walk of life, people were coming in. Even children were praying. Could you pray for my mom and dad? They fight all the time, and I don't like that. We had people need marriages prayed for. Children were in the hospital sick. Parents were sick. So people were just making requests all over, and I'm telling you, it will change you.
Yes.
To just give so much to somebody else. Okay?
Yes.
We were truly blessed just from the experience.
Yes. And one other thing I want you all to know, in as much as a volunteer, as Pastor said, is going out to be blessed, you receive blessings. Yes. It is amazing how after the outreach, you would see people at the grocery store. I know you. And you start back talking, and you begin to talk about your experiences, and people just get so excited. And even after the outreach, before we knew that we were going to indulge in this again, people were already calling saying, what is the next date? And I was saying, well, I don't know yet. We haven't confirmed anything yet. So it is just wonderful. You'll get to meet the national leaders that will be here at the Friday night rally. Let me tell you another thing, and it's just really a blessing. To watch 86 churches in this city unite together is amazing. Across every denominational line. That is building unity and love among the community. And if you notice, no one takes credit in this. No one church, no one particular person, no particular denomination. That is not what we highlight. You know what we highlight? What do we highlight, Pastor Today? Church of Jesus Christ. That's what we highlight. We're just a unified body of people. Let me also say, the mayors are excited. Mayor Lupcher, we've met with him. We've met with Mayor Wharton. They're excited. They're on board. Congressman Cohen is excited. He sent our representatives to the meetings. So I want you to know that your civic leaders are just as in support. They're just as excited about what is happening here. And so I thank you on today. If there are any other questions, thank you again. Questions? Yes.
Could you speak briefly about the workforce development piece? So the workforce development. Okay. Are you going to have staff there to? Yes.
We'll have a career. We're going to have an area that's for career. Yeah. We've also got one of the big vans, big buses or van type that comes in for job development. We'll have that there as well. So what we do is when we talk to companies, maybe even you all may want to set up as companies. We ask companies, will you interview on the spot? Will you hire on the spot? Because people are truly in need immediately. And so we do ask that.
And may I might add yes. also that we try to minister to the total person.
Yes.
We had barbers there, beauticians, yes. dentists, eye doctors, you know. Everything.
Yes, and that's our health fair. UT was one of our mainstream medical facilities or medical organizations that were there. We've got organizations that set up booths. We'll probably have about 50 organizations from across the board. I mean, nonprofit organizations. So we have those that will be set up. So again, as Pastor Barnett said, we're there to try to minister to every area. And always remember this is a choice for every individual. We are there for them if they desire to come in. With the issues that we're having with our youth of today, this year we decided to add an area called Youth Zone. Youth don't want to go over on the bungee jumps and you know, so now we're trying to be innovative and come up with different ideas, and you all may be able to help us with this. What can we do for our youth? What can we put aside so that our youth can come out and have a wonderful time as well? And so, again, this is a way to build the unity among us, but also among the family. The families get to come out for hours, not be concerned about how are they going to eat, what are they going to wear, but they get to come out and have a good time as a family. And so, this is what this is all about. And I thank you all so very much. I really do. Yes.
You said you go to UT to get your various people. If we have people within our church who have the expertise that you're needing, the barbers, the stylists, dentists, etc., they can also be that part of the
Yes, we do. Yes, we have a lot of different, we have individuals. We had individuals come from out of town. We had a stylist that came from out of town. So even though we're reaching out to the mainstream businesses and organizations, if you have people within your church, within your family, and these are some of their specialty areas, please have them email. The email address is on there, midsouthconvoyofhope@comcast.net. You can always email. I see all of the emails, and what I do as I get them in, I distribute them out to that particular team leader. So yes, indeed, please have them contact us.
Fabulous.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you all so very much.
Thank you. And you have a lot of information right here. And we are going to break early before 11 so that you have time to make it to all the tables to talk to Cheryl in the back about blogging and all of that. But I am so excited about this. And for the virtual viewers, you can also contact any of these people you've heard from today. And our mission is what? It's 3 words at BOCI. What is that?
Bringing
everyone together. And that includes bankers. We met with SunTrust again this week. That includes fashion consultants. Carolyn back there that works with a commercial appeal. That includes missionaries, pastors. That includes professionals. That includes, you name it, we've got it. And I'm very impressed with the way that you talk about the churches collaborating, and that's what we work with here with businesses and professions to collaborate. And we are collaborating with Talk Shop, who is a business networking group that meets every Wednesday from 9 to 10 in Germantown at the Better Business Bureau. And you'll find one of their flyers over here. We're also in collaboration with BNI, which is the Business Network International. Fabulous networking group. grandfather of networking, actually. And Sarah, tell us about it and invite people to go with you.
I'm allowed to bring guests. It's every Thursday from 7:15 to 8:45. A little early, but it's definitely worth it. You get about 60 seconds in the beginning to explain what you do, to describe your business, and it's fantastic. It's definitely a good way to network, get your name out there, and collaborate.
And that's here. And Gina also has a B&I group.
If Thursday mornings do not work for you, Wednesday morning in Arlington, we meet at 7 o'clock. We're meeting at the Ritzy's Pub, and it's for about an hour and a half. We are a large group, very dynamic, and we have a lot of fun with our 45 seconds. It's not unusual to see a comment make the round of the whole group, get included in the 45 seconds again and again and again. So we're a very dynamic group, and we would love to have you visit and check us out to see what B&I is all about. I network in two places. One of them is BOCI, and the other one is B&I, and I highly recommend both.
Absolutely. And so you'll be hearing more about the SunTrust event. We had a collaborative event not too long ago at Fleming where they provided steaks for everyone and education, and it was absolutely fabulous. I believe we had about 80 people there. So we have that in the works coming up here in the next couple months, and we'll be letting you know. Check out our website, businessovercoffee.biz. We posted all kinds of events yesterday. Our events, along with other events that are going on in the city that we are promoting. And I know you have an event going on, Melinda. Tell us about it.
Well, we were actually out at the Agri Center this past weekend. Had a great response, and lots of new people joined us. But we're also going to be at the Southern Women's Show. So hopefully everybody will be coming out for those.
When is that?
I think it's March the 8th through the 10th.
Okay, who's going to put that on our site? It needs to be on there so we can help promote it. There we go. And I believe Carolyn's going to be out there as well. Loretta McNary's going to be out there.
Friday at 5, Saturday at 5. Come, bring your dollar bills, your $5 bills. The policemen are going to be on stage. And I'm in charge specifically because the firemen went overboard, and they have me in charge so that there's no going overboard. And we chose the policemen because we figured they wouldn't bring their vice squad out on themselves. So you don't have to worry about it being a racy show. It will not. It's going to be very classy, very fun. These officers are hilarious. They'll be getting their clothes on Friday, and they're awesome. But come out at 5 o'clock on Friday or 5 o'clock on Saturday in the main stage. And we're also, and I don't know the times for this one, oops, but we're selecting the makeover people at the Southern Women's Show for the next 2 months.
Great. That can also be posted on our site. We encourage you, post those events on our site because we like to help you promote those events and get that exposure that you're looking for. So businessovercoffee.biz. Also go on there and blog. You can blog at no cost. It's a great place to start, a great place to learn how to blog. And then again, see Cheryl for any expertise that you're looking for in blogging. And I believe that's a wrap for today. So I encourage you all, come back next week. It's going to be very exciting. Go to each one of these booths and check them out. You have samples over there, Melinda?
I do.
We have gorgeous jewelry over here. We have handmade, beautiful jewelry over here by Beverly Borwick. And then we have Cheryl in the back with blogging, so get by there and get your photo taken, and we're good to go. Thank you to everyone, and continue bringing everyone together.
Hey, Sherry.
Do you want us to
turn it off?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Yeah, I'm like drowning in right now.
What? I turned it off.